Right. I'm excited to make this little vlog from inside a tent inside of Torres del Paine. Um, a lot of people would just refer to it as Patagonia, not the brand, but the place that is named or based, um, or the origin of the brand Patagonia. Right, so I'm Camp Chileno here on my vacation. Not just Patagonia, but also, other places in Argentina and Chile. Uh, but this was day one, and as I'm sleeping in this uh, tent, which costs about like I think 200 plus the US dollars, and I'm warming myself up because I think it's about in the high 40s outside, and there's no heating or anything here. I figure I would make a vlog and then talk a little bit about my day, but also some of the things, some of the takeaways. So, first of all, I consider myself an adventurer, meaning that I like learning about things, exploring things, trying new things, and especially when they are in the outdoors with nature, against nature, with nature. And not so much when it comes to things, in a casino or whatnot, in a city, in a mall. And that's it naturally, not naturally, but it definitely makes me happier, find more joy. It makes more sense to me than, say, going to a nightclub, which I have never, not even once, felt comfortable there. And I don't even know why I'm there all the times I've been there. So that's what I think about myself. Now, Patagonia is interesting because it's kind of a bougie brand. Um, if you go ahead and look up the founder's purpose and the company's purpose, and then look at who wears Patagonia and then who shops at Patagonia, because it's kind of a place, a brand for wealthier people who can really afford to um, come out here. All right. Now, for me, I'm not a wealthy person. I'm just an adventurer that is very curious about Patagonia. The only thing I own from Patagonia is a hat because it was special edition Pataloha in Honolulu store. All right, so that's a little bit about me. And as I learn more about these things, because I grew up in the city and my family never really did anything, right? Nothing that really is interesting or fun, nothing that would derive joy. And so I started to learn about these things, right? And so I'm here in Patagonia, day one, and there are definitely some things I've learned. So I'm going to share them. The first is that this is not like camping in other places where, you can drive your car in, you can store things in your car. You have to bring your pack and then take it with you everywhere. And unfortunately for me, I have this big 40-liter bag plus my regular small pack. And actually, isn't this is bigger than almost everyone I've seen, right? I think it's only my friends and I that have a regular bag and the front bag. But that's because we're doing a vacation. We're not just coming here. But day one, this has been a lot of work. This has been very painful on my back. I mean, I can do it, but my shoulder sore, my right elbow sore. It's just a lot of weight to go uphill, and the uphill was a lot longer than I thought. Um, and so I would say pack light. And if you want to try and segue your vacation into Patagonia, I honestly believe you should consider maybe a little storage locker somewhere so you can return to it later. Otherwise, maybe consider other treks that will allow you to return to the same place you started. The next thing is that here's my trash bag, my old dehydrated food bag. You will take everything with you. I like the idea very much, but understand that also takes space. Another thing I've learned is that, ooh, what is that? Oh, a little cricket or something. Interesting. Guy just flew right in. Another thing to know is that warmth is so important, but space is something you don't want to just eat up. So I found that based on coming here tonight, honestly, rewashing, rewearing your clothes might be good, and you can consider changing out the under layers, right? The undershirt, like under here, an undershirt, and then your underwear and your socks if they don't smell bad. And it's because space is limited. Drying is a pain. Right now, I'm got them in the panels of the tent, facing the outside, and I think, and I hope they dry by tomorrow. But space is at a premium in your pack, and so the main things you need are just your outer layer. It's a thinner one for the rain and the wind. That was the biggest help for me. Because this down jacket that I brought, it's good for staying warm, getting warm. But honestly, once you start hiking, you start getting into this weird. I got into this weird scenario where I'm sweating, but there's a heavy winds. It's about in the 50s, and so I'm sweating and I'm getting chilled. That's just a bad feeling, and that's also can lead to hypothermia. Um, so definitely plan accordingly and make it accessible to remove or add these layers. But these are your basic layers. And then actually for the hike, I ended up mostly in just my undershirt because again, once I start sweating, it actually gets very, very uncomfortable. So leaving that out was the best choice. This is Heat Tech by Uniqlo. And the very last thing I would say is for Patagonia, you do not you do not need this butane. I bought my gas stove because I wanted to try it out. This is the first time I've used this gas stove. I was so excited. I hauled this stuff here. Got all these dehydrated meals, right? Oh, that's an ice cream bar. Dehydrated ice cream bar. But and it's a good idea, but honestly, Patagonia is a little developed or well supplied. I didn't want to pay the $60 that the dinner cost, but it turns out that you can pay about $12 for pizza, empanada, or $6 for empanadas, and I wouldn't actually have to haul extra things. And also, I didn't need the stove because literally they have a place with hot water. I can't guarantee it, and they won't even let you use the stove outside of those places. So it almost defeats the purpose. Now, why didn't I know this before? It's because I can't research everything. And I thought this was literally like, well, camping in a national park. Anyway, so those are some main lessons I think um, as we go through the next couple of days. Um, and honestly, my body's really sore. I'm going to really reflect on all of this and honestly, how to trek better, how to deal with the elements, and how to just be a better adventurer. All right, see you guys.